enlightened individual has said, then I started searching for it more frantically. I started moving towards it. And then when I realized that this is what I had to do, I kept on doing it, and then I reached it. Nobody explains enlightenment like this. For example, look at Buddha's description. He sits under a tree, just the way he is sat for years, and he's looking at the sky. It's bright and then it gets dark. He sees the reflections of the sky in the water. He sees the moon. He sees the world. But he knows that it isn't real. He spent enough time looking for that something real that he does not want to believe in this illusion. And he's fed up. He sat like that for 6 years. Well, first 3 years he was just roaming around, trying to find a way, trying to find a method. At least for 3 years he sat. And then he says, this is it. I don't want to get up from here as a body. Either I'm going to die or I'm going to become enlightened. What he's saying is, I am fed up of searching. You see how deep his vairagya is. Vairagya is a beautiful word in Sanskrit. It is that state where you are truly fed up with everything. Even fed up is not the right word. You are so detached. You have become so indifferent to the inside, to the outside, to the world, to the real. Everything your mind has been telling you. You have somehow accepted your death. You have chosen death, not for the body, not for the mind. Because even to kill yourself is a choice. You're doing too much. True death is when you have no interest in living. And to realize that even killing yourself is a form of living. Because you are doing something. When you do something, it is not death. It is life. True acceptance of death has nothing to do with the outside. It is a deep inner disconnection because you want to connect with something beyond, something higher. It's only fools who think that they can end their bodies and reach somewhere. They can escape. Suicide is the most idiotic way of trying to escape from the situation that you don't want to be in. Why do people commit suicide? Because they are fed up with the world. They don't want to live anymore. But they don't know how to escape. They think if they kill the body, somehow their problems disappear. They just don't realize how life works. At that very moment of dying, they go into it as if it's a sleep. There's a brief moment of separation from the body, and again the same dream starts. Same fears. You cannot escape your problems of life by trying to just end it. You cannot end it like that. The only way to change your circumstances, change your life, is to understand life, is to understand your mind. If you are suffering from some physical ailment, or if you're being tortured by someone, or if you are living in absolute poverty and you don't like who you are as a person, you don't like the way you look, You don't like the way people are treating you. There could be a million different reasons why you don't like yourself. But how do you put an end to that? Ultimately, we are all searching to put an end to life. We don't realize this. We are finding different ways of forgetting ourselves, forgetting our pain, forgetting our past. That is why we don't like sitting and closing our eyes, because that brings us right back to the phenomenon called you. And you are the problem. Nothing is as unbearable as your own mind, because that is where death is happening, that is where disease is happening, that is where fear is, that is where frustration is. It is not coming from the world. It's not happening somewhere outside. This outside is just our way of throwing things there, just putting the responsibility onto something else. To realize that it's all happening because you are dreaming. This is all part of your dream. Once you come to that understanding, you will realize that what you are trying to move towards is that one experience that can put an end to all this nonsense. That is liberation. Liberation is not escaping the body. Liberation is not acquiring superpowers, ability to walk through walls or fly in the sky. Those things don't matter anything. Imagine if you are able to walk through the walls, if you're able to walk on water, if you're able to fly in the sky, and still you're unable to forget your past experiences. How pathetic would that be? You're flying in the sky, but you're still fearing the past. You know how to fly now, but there is a fear. What happens if I lose my wings? You're able to walk through walls now, but there is a fear. What happens when this power is taken away from me? Even when you get something, you are in trouble. If you don't get something, you are constantly searching for it. Because it does not matter whether your desires are fulfilled or not. Life is a place where you are meant to suffer at a certain level, no matter what. That's how life is arranged. People don't understand this. All those people who talk about happiness as the ultimate ideal, somehow you can work yourself to realization. Somehow you can arrange your life in such a way, become successful, become rich, become famous, that you forget all your problems and you live happily ever after. Biggest fools they are. They're fooling themselves and they're fooling the whole world. They are misleading people, they're misguiding people, because they don't understand the fundamental nature of life. Life is not a place where you find all that you're looking for. Life is a signboard. You have to use others' experiences. You have to use everything that is happening around you to point yourself in the right direction. The only thing that is worth learning from people is learning what not to do, not learning what to do. You will not find a single example out there of a person whose life you want to live. If you deeply study their lives, you will get 101 different things of how not to live a life. Where did they make the mistake? What went wrong? Life is not where you will find yourself. What you're searching for is not an experience, is not something that you can see, something that you can touch. What you're searching for is beyond your five senses, beyond the Maya, beyond the illusion. What you're searching for is your own pure self. An experience that can put an end to this constant dreaming, constant thinking, constant worrying and fearing. Now, how can you get to this experience? By ending your body. If you end your body, that doesn't mean that you've ended your mind. And your mind will create another body like a snap. Body is a simple thing for the mind to create. It's because you do not understand what life is, how it works, you don't know where to find the solution. You try to change your external circumstances. You try to alter the world around you, and that is what we have done. We are constantly trying to change our external circumstances in the hopes of getting to that place where we can say, I'm happy, I'm certain, I'm contented, I'm joyful. But look at the world. We are nowhere near. In fact, we are going farther and farther away from where we want to be. It is said that almost 13% of Americans suffer from some form of mental disease. Just think about it. 13% of all Americans. Probably this survey is a little old. If they surveyed now, it would be a much bigger percentage. To be suffering from some kind of mental problem. 13% is a big number. Even naturally, if you have to be born with some impurities, some physical problems, some mental problems, the percentage would be probably 0.5 or 1%, even less. So which means all these mental problems are created by us for ourselves. It is a part of the social structure. It is the way in which we have arranged life. It's because we have been listening to fools. How to become rich. How to lead a successful life. I mean, they might as well have said how to totally waste your life. Running behind success, running behind wealth, running behind name and fame is the easiest way to miss life completely. Now, that is the perfect manifestation of Maya. Not only you're trapped in an illusion, within that illusion, you're holding on to an even bigger illusion. That there is some kind of perfection you can attain to in this world of illusion. While you have to realize the world for what it is. It is a magic trick. It is a play of your senses. What you are searching for, the essence of life, is in a different direction. The only way to become free, the only way to escape your problems is to go deeper. Meditation is the starting point. This might sound ridiculous, but it is that simple. You're having some financial problems, sit in meditation. You're having some identity problems, sit in meditation. You don't know if you're a boy or a girl, sit in meditation. You don't know what to do with your life, sit in meditation. You don't like your husband, sit in meditation. Because meditation is not a thing, it is not an activity. It is the light that you shine on your life to see life for the first time with your own eyes.